Welcome friends. Today in this video we are going to discuss about one of the most important aspect among recent graduate and even among the experienced professionals. So this video is all about how to find fake or genuine job consultancies or job consultants. So this video will get you all information about the loopholes which these consultancies used to follow and four most important points that you should consider when you are approaching a consultancy, or even if you have approached a consultancy. So these five important points will help you to be in safe position before landing into a fake job or the job which is not supposed to be for your qualification. So before getting into the main topic, I would like to clarify this basic understanding to all my dear friends. Friends, just do understand that you can't get a job by having a decent investment called rupees 60,000 or 1 lakh or 2 lakh or 3 lakh. So you should have a basic understanding that a job role is provided to a skillful individual. When you have a required skill set, then definitely you can easily get landed with that job. So there is no need of money for that. Even if you are paying a money or paying a bribe, then that particular job is just for a temporary, and definitely you would face consequences for that. So you should have that mentality, because since I'm coming from India, I've seen most of the peoples, they used to pay 7 lakhs 10 lakhs for getting a just simple job. So just try to understand that job is not by means of money. Companies, they don't want your money, gentlemen. They are about to pay you. They are doing business with your knowledge and with your skill set, not with your investment. They have pretty good investment. If you're getting into a good company, definitely they have a pretty good investment. They are gonna make business with your knowledge and skill set. They want you to maintain the business, to develop your business, not to the means of investing in that. So hope my friends could understand this. Friends, always believe you. You are an educated gentleman or even gentlewoman. So there is no such job or there is no such good companies will ask you to pay money to land in this job. Okay, hope you understand. But still, some of my friends, they used to be in some financial depression or some responsibility, so they go lend this money with a consultant, and at last they used to become prey for them. So this is what happens. So there are some genuine consultant, but they never used to ask for money. They used to conduct a free recruitment session if they have some genuine vacancies. But at some time they used to charge you with the service charges, but not with these hefty packages of 60,000 or 1 lakh or 3 lakhs. So hope you could understand this. So next picture. So before getting into these 5 important points, I would like to clarify this picture. So hope you could understand this picture. And there is a next picture, which is far more important when compared to this picture. Yes, as I said in the first slide, this picture is all about to have a clear understanding on your job offer. Friends, I request you, if you are a qualified professional, just take the job offers which is for your particular qualification. So don't go for any manpower jobs. Though you might be under some financial depression, but just try to remain in your qualification and develop your skill set to fulfill that requirement. Okay, so once you have taken any manpower role, then believe me, there won't be any HR will consider your profile for an engineering designation or a professional designation. They will clearly say that your profile is no more considered for your engineering designation, stating that your mind is not in active state. Your profile is considered only for a physical work. So that is a full stop for your career growth. So hope you can understand. So always try to feel you are qualified and don't feel inferior. Just work on your skill set. And the picture which is next to here, like an cell. So this is what the business model, what the consultants used to have. Okay, so they'll be telling you, will offer you some of the experience job. So if let's say you're a recent graduate from a chemical or a petroleum engineering department, they'll say that you are the process manager or you are the drilling engineer, and then you'll be ready to pay whatever be the amount. So that is not the case. So we'll be talking about that in next upcoming slide. So hope you just follow this information. And this is what I was talking about. you should have the market knowledge. So before getting into the five important topics, so I'm just talking on this basic understanding that an individual, a graduated fellow, should have. Though we are graduated, but under some circumstances we are not in the correct position to take the authentic decision. So it's always good to be remain patient, remain in your normal state. And this slide states you guys, before getting into a job consultancy, or before approaching a consultant, or before approaching a company, just try to know about the current market value. If you're an engineer, if you're an accountant, if you're a CME, if you're some kind of professionally graduated student, whatever be the graduation, just go Google it and find what is the current market value. If you're an electrical engineer, if you're a mechanical engineer, if you're a petroleum engineer, just go Google it and what is the current market value in your targeted job location, because the market values used to change based on the location and based on the projects that the companies used to have. So look for the what are the projects have been sanctioned to the targeted companies, and what is the performance of the companies in last fiscal year. So all this information you can get it when you search for the market value. This is also one of the way that you can easily find a job. So if you know what is the current market value, you can easily say that this company can have a recruitment in the next month. So this could make you to be a successful one in your job finding task. Okay. So market value is really important. Before approaching anyone, just go take a time of 10 minutes, 20 minutes each day, Google it, find the market value, which companies have won lots of contracts, which companies have good sales and good innovation, good technological aspect. Just look out for those companies and try to approach them. So this is one of the basic understanding and basic need for all graduates. Friends, I'm again and again pushing in this word: you're a graduate. Just believe in your skill set. You can do it. If not, just develop your skill set and work on it. Definitely you can land in a good job. Okay. So once you are qualified, job will be on your hand. You no need to walk behind it. Okay. So hope you can understand. We'll just move forward to the well, yes, friends, these are the five most important points that you should consider when you are approaching a consultancy, or even after approaching a consultancy. Okay, so the point number one is about interview procedure. Point number two is about documents required. Point number three is about offer letter and contractual. Point number four is about visa and salary package. Point number five is about onboarding process. Out of this five, this 4 and 5 is exclusively for international employment offer, whereas 3 is common to all. Okay, so let's start with the point number one, the interview procedure. All individuals should have this basic understanding. An interview procedure will be conducted. Without interview, you're not gonna land with a job. Okay, so if the consultant say you that no, they won't get any interview, you'll be directly on board. So that is the first and foremost point, that your consultant is a fake. So they may say a reason that my own uncle is a HR manager, so there is no need of interview, or my own cousin is in top management position, so there is no need of interview, you will be directly into the job. So these are one of the signs that you should have. I mean, you can notice in the fake consultants and the fake consultancies. Okay. So first of all, let me tell you how the interview procedure works. As we all know that, first of all, there used to be an aptitudes, and there used to be technical interview, and there used to be HR interview. If the job offer is within India or within your local country, I mean within your country, that is what the point which I mean. Okay, so if the job offer is an international employment, so you are getting a job offer in any one of the Middle East countries or European countries or North American countries, so the interview procedure will be through telephonic or through Skype. So first of all, before getting into it, you should know about hiring manager. Hiring manager is the person who decides that you have to work in his or her department. So either they want to take you on board or not. So definitely, without interview from a hiring manager, you're not gonna get a job. So hiring manager will contact you through telephonic or through Skype. In some special cases, they used to be in your local region, I mean in your local city. They'll be coming to your Chennai, like cities like Chennai or Mumbai or Delhi, they'll be having a open recruitment session. So only in some special cases where they need some 200, 300, some mass recruitment, so the hiring manager will be directly in your consultancy office or in any one of the hotels. So they will conduct their recruitment and they'll pick the students whom they wanted to be on board. Okay, So this is how the interview procedure happens. So if a consultant says no interview, then definitely there should be a question from your side. Hope you can understand. If there is any queries, so do comment below. So definitely I would be answering for each and every one questions. So the point number 2 and point number 4 is pretty interconnected, So documents required and visa. So friends, and also this is one of the most fundamental point you have to understand, please try to take the international employment offer when your visa is an employment visa and your designation is mentioned over there. If it is a Middle East countries, your designation will be mentioned in Arabic language, but definitely there will be designation mentioned over there. So please look out for that. And documents required is that there is a need of an original degree certificate from your top qualification. If you are a MTech student or if you are a PhD student, then the degree certificate of that top qualification is required, and the degree certificate has to be equivalence. So there is a process called degree equivalency. So if and only if you have completed degree equivalency, your professional visa will be released. Okay, so if you are an experienced candidate, then always look for the professional visa. Don't go for any other technician visa or labor visa. In some cases, in some exceptional cases, when the reason is valid from the employer side, you can accept the technician visa. This is exclusively for these recent graduates, though they don't have their original degree certificates. They can go with this particular offers. So they can take the technician visa, they can work for 6 to 7 months, then once they receive the degree certificate, then they can change the visa as an engineering visa or a professional visa. So this is one of the most important points. If it is mentioned in your visa, then you would receive respect from all corners. Since you are a graduate, you are a professional, you would receive respect from all officials. If you are an illiterate person or if you are a technician, then definitely you won't be getting that respect in all offices or wherever be the places you are about to go. So just try to have this point, and your documents is really important. So make sure that before giving a document, you have a Xerox copy of it. If you are sending a Xerox copy, do send an attested copy if you are an original copy. So somehow you have to submit the original copy, but don't submit it to a consultant. Submit it at your employer office. If you are getting an international employment offer, go land at the office, then submit over there. Don't submit to a consultant. If your consultant asks for documents, then he's gonna make money out of it. There are lots of movies made in this particular concept. They will generate the fake certificates from your documents. So please don't give your documents to a consultant. So point number 2 to be remembered is, don't give your documents to the consultant. If consultant asks for the document, you could easily say that I'll directly submit it to my employer. You are just an intermediate. I would submit this to an employer. Okay, so you should get the authentication from your employer. So if your employer says, then definitely you can. If not, please don't opt for it. Okay, so definitely if there is any doubts on this particular document, because if I would start talking about it, it would consume large amount of time. So if there is any queries, definitely you can comment below. I'll be happy to respond for that. And point number 3 is about offer letter and contractual. This is also one of the most important thing. What we people used to have flaws in this particular point. Once you have received the offer letter, and then the next procedure is employment contract. Without employment contract, you can't get an offer from a Middle East country. You can't work over there. So if and only if you have an employment contract, you would get your Iqama or Emirate ID or whatever it is, blah 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 blah. Okay, so when you are signing a contract, just make sure all information mentioned in offer letter is mentioned in contract, about your accommodation, about your food, and about your salary package. That is really important. Okay, because let me tell you one example. There are some employers, they'll say that your salary is 5,000 dirhams, which is mentioned in offer letter. In contract, they will mention as 2,500 dirhams. And they'll say that 2,500 dirhams will be deposited in your bank account and 2,500 dirhams will be given you on hand. So that is a problem. There is a rule in labor law. In most of the Middle East GCC countries have the labor law. Whatever be the salary mentioned in contract has to be deposited in employee's bank account on respected date. So if the employer is not depositing the mentioned amount for continuous of 3 months, then that company is blacklisted. So definitely the employer will pay you. will pay you the amount which is mentioned in the contract. So make sure the same amount is mentioned in the contract. Don't accept for on hand cash. They are not gonna give that money. That is a useless. They're just gonna make you fool out of it. Okay, so also make sure that your accommodation and food is good. So just try to collect the reviews from Glassdoor or some pay scale. So through this you can find whether the accommodation provided by the company is good or not. If not, just request the company, I don't want this particular accommodation, you can give me allowance for that so that I can take care of my accommodation. So if and only if you have an office job, if not it's a side job, then you have to accept with the company's laws and rules and regulations. Okay, so point number 4, as I said, is about the point number 2 and point number 3. So the salary package, as I mentioned in the point number 3, it is pretty similar. So just make sure that, I mean, in point number 4, in salary, under salary package, I would say for professionals like engineers and accountants, there is no such called OT. You know, OT is for the technicians, so not for the professionals. Okay, so make sure that you could understand this. If you have any queries about this, definitely do comment below, I would respond for this. So for visa, and I have already told in point number 2. Okay, so this is pretty similar, so I don't want to waste time in that since it's already getting more than 16 minutes. Okay, so point number 5 is onboarding process. So this is something you should have a concern on it, you know, because the companies used to have you for a technician visa, they'll ask you to come on board and then they'll change your visa to a professional visa. So some companies, they'll be really genuine in this particular aspect, but some they won't. They'll hire you as an engineer and they'll deploy you as a technician. You will be working as a like a labor. So make sure that the companies are really genuine. So this could be genuine when the contract and offer letter is genuine. If there is any flaw in contract and offer letter, then definitely they are gonna make a mess in your onboarding process. Okay, so they'll drop you somewhere, there might be some flaws in that. So make sure your first 3 points are really perfect. If you're good at first 3 points, then definitely there won't be any problem in 5th point. Okay, because onboarding process, there are pretty risk in that, but some companies, they are providing some good results, but not in the case of these consultancies. These consultancies land you with some labor job. So make sure, but there are some genuine consultancies. I respect those consultants, and at the same time these fake consultants are really bad. So if you find someone, just go take action against them. Don't be calm and patient. Okay, so definitely if you have any queries, you can answer, you can comment below. Definitely I'll be answering for all questions. And along with that, I would like to say, you know, these recent graduates are in real hunger for getting a good job offer. So there are some consultancies who would say that, okay, you just pay some registration fee of amount 3,000 to 4,000, we'll update you with the vacancies. There are some genuine consultancies in that. Okay, so who are not doing as a main business about, I mean, this consultancy is not as a main business, so they might be a genuine in this particular aspect. If not, they are just want to take money, they want to make money out of your hungerness to get a job. Okay, so always try to remember these points and always raise these questions to your consultancy. So hope you would land with a good job. So all the best for your job search, and definitely I'll be happy to help you people. The next slide is about just believe in your skill set and passion. Work towards it, gentlemen, to have a prospering career. So you should not feel inferior at any time of your career. You know, if you're graduate, just develop your skill set, look for the job which is mere matchable for your skill set. Definitely you could land with your dream job. Thanks for watching. If you have any queries, do comment below. I'll be happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.